Hi guys, Daggers here from Viking Exploration. I'm in a beautiful place today. This is called Aber Glaslyn, and I'm going to be heading up this valley right up to the top of the mountain, and up there is some copper mines called Cwm Bychan. I won't be going in the mines today, but I've got photographs and a bit of video I can show you on this video. But I'm talking to you now because it's a bit of a hard things to say for myself, this. I've got some problems at the moment. It's nothing life-threatening or anything like that, but I have got issues with my left knee. It's been coming for a long time, this. I knew it was going to happen, but about 2 months ago I suffered some excruciating pain in my knee. So bad that I couldn't get out of bed, I couldn't walk properly, and when I was walking I was falling over. I've been to see a specialist. They think it's wear on the bones from osteoarthritis, which I knew I had, but they also think there's ligament damage, and I may possibly have an inflammatory disorder which is causing my knees to swell up. So my underground tours have stopped. I haven't been underground since June. The videos you've been seeing on my YouTube channel are from last year and early this year, and I haven't done anything since June. Yesterday was the first day I went out for a proper walk, and I went out with a good friend of mine, Sam Millard. We went round a short walk up near Beddgelert. Today I'm going to do this walk, which is a longer walk. I'm hoping my knee will last out, but it's looking like I'm going to have a replacement knee. It's probably going to be the end of my underground career, which has caused me some upset, because I love doing what I do. It's been brilliant over the years, but I'm going to try and keep doing what I do for as long as I can. You might not see as many videos now. This is probably going to go on YouTube in a couple of months when the rest of them have run out, and that's probably going to be my last video for some time. I'm sorry, but I've got to look after myself, you know. Anyway, enough about me. Let's give you a bit of history about the place. So this is Aber Glaslyn, the start of Aber Glaslyn Pass. Just behind me there you can see like a railway embankment. That is the Welsh Island Railway, which is a narrow gauge railway, steam railway. That's a tourist route that people use these days. But here is the processing mill area for Cwm Bychan Copper Mines, and just in front of me here is the remains of an old buddle pit, and we'll have a walk up in a bit, but just up there in the trees are two concrete blocks, and those are the remains of an aerial ropeway return platform. And as we go up the valley, as we get near the top, the pylons and the turnaround wheel are still in existence up there. Now, there used to be, just around here somewhere, there used to be a cage, a big metal cage, with a hook on the top, and apparently that was the man rider cage for the aerial ropeway. So in the morning, when the men wanted to go up to the top of the valley, they would hook the cage on the rope, jump in, probably 2 or 3 of them, and off they went up to the top of the valley. Because to walk up to the mines, it's about a 2-hour walk, and it's very steep, so it would have been ideal, that, jumping up there on the aerial ropeway. This is something here, not sure what it is. It looks like it may have been some sort of catchment pond or something, probably the overflow from the buddle pit, so it may have been a small slimes pit, and there's another one next to it there, so they could have been settling ponds, these. Let's have a quick walk around here, see what's around here. I said not much around here, it's just the river and stone outcropping. So the rest of the actual mill is just up on the other side of this. So I'll turn you off now, and we will come back in when I find some more stuff. So I've come at the wrong time of year really to get to these two blocks, but they're just there in front of me. You can probably just about see them there, and that was where the aerial ropeway came down the valley. That was the alighting station, and then there was a turnaround wheel, and then it carried on back up. There are some more concrete platforms over there, and I think that was probably the drive motor system for this thing, but I have been told it was entirely gravity fed, so the heavy tubs coming down would have been enough weight to pull the empty tubs and the man rider up. So whatever was over there on the other platforms could have been a braking mechanism, something like that. There's not many of these aerial ropeways left. I think there's only one that's still operational, and that's at the Clawton Brickworks up near Morecambe, and then there may be one or two others that still exist but aren't operational and probably haven't got the cable in on them anymore. But this is a good example of one. It's a shame that the towers going up the valley were taken out until you get higher up the valley near the mines, and they're still there. Anyway, we're heading off up this path. The first section of this walk is very steep, so I'm going to take my time because I don't want to hurt my knee too early, and then I'll bring you back in a bit when we find something more interesting. Oh, by the way, there are some absolutely stunning views up here once we get beyond the tree line, so I'll show you those as well when we get up there. See you in a bit. You might just be able to make it out. The cage I was telling you about that I thought was down the valley there is actually just there, and it's now covered in ferns and brush and stuff like that. So this area was well kept at one time as a bit of a nature reserve and a picnic area sort of thing, and you can walk straight up to that and it was on grass, but now it's all overgrown with brambles and ferns and stuff. But that is the man rider cage. You can see the single pulley wheel on the top, and then like a circular steel cage. It's about 6 foot tall, so its ground clearance would have been a bit dubious, especially when you get to the top and you see how close the turnaround circle is. So they must have had to stop it and unhook it before they got to the very top. But there you go, that's it. That's what I was looking for before. Shame I can't get you a closer view, but I just can't get to it. Alright, see you in a bit.
I can't do nothing with you.
Here's just a quick view of the area down here at the bottom of the mountain. You just see how beautiful a place this is. Right time of year. We've now, at the end of summer, we've officially gone into the season of autumn on Monday. So the trees and plants are all at the peak, and within about a month they'll all start to die off, and then we'll get the yellow and brown season where everything turns yellow and brown. Some of the trees are already starting to go. One or two of them have started to brown off a bit, the ferns are browning off, but that's probably because we had a really dry summer and lack of water. But it's made up for that over the last week. It's been absolutely torrential, the rain, for about 5 days down here in North Wales. So I spent most of my time in the tent just sheltering from the bad weather. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. I'm just negotiating these steps with my bad knee. See you in a bit. So while I've been walking up the path, I've been hearing the sounds of a waterfall, and I've just come upon it now. It's just round the corner here. Look at this. Beautiful little waterfall. I'm not going to attempt to get down to it because I'll probably slip and break my neck going down there. So oh, there it is. There we go. Nice little close to view. Stunning, absolutely stunning. So we're getting close to the end of the tree line now, and that's when we start to break out onto the open moor, well, mountain here as it happens, and then that's when we start to get the spectacular views of the valley ahead of us and the valley behind us, looking out towards the sea near Carnarvon, I think it is. Anyway, when I get a bit higher up, I'll bring you back in. See you soon. Don't forget, when you're hiking out in the wilderness like this, don't forget what's known as the country code. People seem to forget that a lot these days. And if you go through a gate, make sure you close the gate behind you and it is secure. The other rule is take your rubbish home with you. Don't just leave it where you eat it or drink it. Leaving it there for somebody else to clear away. And people walking with dogs, pick the poo up and put it in a bag and take that with you, please, as well. We hate seeing trees with bags of shit hanging on them. Anyway, that's my rant. See you soon. So we're now coming out of the tree line, and the valley sides are quite steep on both sides. I've probably got about another quarter-mile maybe before it starts to flatten off to where the copper mines are and the remains of the aerial ropeway towers. So I'm going to shut you off now then, and I'll bring you back on when we first get a nice view of the valley below us, and then when we get up to the plateau copper mine area. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, we're starting to pick up some views now, and some of the mountains in the background, and I'm heading straight up there where those people are walking at the moment, and then we sort of bear round through that valley over there, and just over that crest, that's where the aerial ropeway towers start, or what's left of them anyway. The rest of them used to come all the way down the valley here, but they've been taken down years ago. I think the only reason why those are still in place is because the scrap man couldn't be arsed coming all the way up here to get them. Anyway, I'll bring you back in like I normally say when we find something a bit more interesting with some beautiful views. So I'll see you in a bit. So right off in the distance there, you can just about see the estuary and the sea, and what's over that way is Porthmadog and the Irish Sea. So beautiful area we are in Wales, in the Snowdonia National Park. And again, if I pan round, we get this lovely view of the mountains and my footpath onwards. And what's nice about today is we've got some lovely angry skies. There's no forecast of rain, but it makes for a dramatic scene when you see all this beautiful black cloud. Yeah, gorgeous. I'll be taking some pictures today as well, so I'll be adding those to the video as well. And when I get higher up, I'm going to be doing some drone footage, and I'll be adding that to the video. Oh, just down there, if you look at the valley bottom, the flat bottom of the valley, just to the left where the tree line is, you can see the road, and next to the road is the railway line for the island, the Welsh Island Railway, and that's heading out towards Carnarvon on its trip from Porthmadog. Okay, I'm higher up now. Again, there's the sea in the distance and the estuary, and then we pan round, and I'm sort of like now coming up to the plateau area, and just around the corner there is where we start to see the aerial ropeway Blondin Towers. So I'm going to carry on along this footpath. I know I've got to cross over the river in a bit where that wall is and go up the other side, because it becomes quite boggy on this side. So I'll keep going and bring you back in when we get some better views. Okay, see you soon. Oh, look at this beautiful wooden bench, just situated, nicely carved. It says ATM 1965 to 2008, and there is a hidden box underneath, and in it is a bottle of port, a shot glass, and a little poem there. And then somebody's left this letter saying that they replaced the bottle of port. So I have seen this before, and I have had a drink before. I'm going to have one now, so I'm just going to put you away while I have this little shot of port. YouTube rules and all that lot, drinking alcohol. I'll see you in a minute or two.